Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to this Tempest of War game of vital ground between the Black Legion and the Ultramarines. Vital ground, it's a simple mission. Essentially you get points for having objectives in your command phase. You get 3 if you control 1 in your own deployment zone, 4 if you have 1 or more in no man's land, and 5 if you have 1 in your enemy deployment zones. So that's kind of simple, a bit more complicated than the usual 5, 10 more, but or 1, 2 more for 5, 10, 15, but it's 3, 4 and 5. That's fine. And you get additional primary points for each unit you kill each battle round, essentially, but only up to the maximum of 3. So there is still 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is still 15 points up for grabs each turn. I had to work that out for a minute. And there are 5 objectives on the board. We're doing supply lines as the mission rule. So you only get your start of turn CP if you have your home objective. But obviously you want your home objective, because if you haven't got it, that means your opponent's probably got it and they're scoring more points. So you want to keep it anyway. So that's nice and simple. 5 objectives. There's one right in the middle, because containers, loot, that sounds like a plan. I'll put one there. And we've got one either side of the big ruin. The other one's there. And then we've got one behind this ruin here in this deployment zone, and one behind that ruin there somewhere. There we go. So that's the 5 objectives, and as you can tell, it's hammer and anvil. So we can have one army down here, one army over there. That's the mission and deployment. For terrain, I'm keeping it nice and simple today, because why not? So there's lots of ruins everywhere, essentially. All the big ones are obscuring, which means you can't shoot through them, but you can shoot in or out of them. We're just using the actual footprint of the actual ruin pieces. So that's one ruin, that's another one, and so on. So there are little gaps through there, but obviously there's a big line of sight blocking thing in the middle of it. In addition, all the ruins are light cover, so you get pluses to your save. The small ruins obviously aren't obscuring, because they're small ruins. And they will all be breachable, scalable, defensible, all the aballs. So you can run through them, up them, all the rest of it, and do your thing with infantry. But one of your big guys isn't infantry, so that's going to be interesting. Whereas my big guy is. So I can go crashing through the walls, and your guy has to walk around the walls.
Mine's a Primarch, and yours is a lowly.
Yeah. Anyway, I've also got a new game mat today. Game mat? Battle mat. It's a battle mat. It's from Game Mat. Check out the link below. It's quite cool. It's double-sided, actually. So I've got snow on this side, and it's grass on the other. So we're going to christen the new mat today. And maybe I should call this mat Matt. Why not? I'll start giving them all names. That sounds like fun. I'll call it Matthew the Mat. The ruins are all from Urban Mats. So there'll be a link for them below as well. And also, if you want to support the channel and whatnot, you can smash the like button. You can hit subscribe so you can see a game or content every week. In addition, if you want to buy hobby stuff like models, paints, whatever you like, check out Element Games. There'll be a link below for that as well, which also helps me out, which is nice. And check out Dave 40k on Instagram and Patreon as well, if you want to see pictures of things and throw money at me. That'd be great. So that's the mission, that's the terrain, that's all the usual information. Well, useful to some people might not care. But the guest for today it's Paul of Ultramar.
It is me. Hello.
Because I'm playing Ultramarines and you're the Ultramarines player that I know.
Yes.
You are the Ultramarines player on HD 40k. And your models do look glorious in high definition, I must say. And I'll put a link below for you as well, because you're on Instagram as Paul Prime Time. So if everyone wants to see these gloriously painted models, you can either pause the video and zoom in, or you can check out Instagram.
Probably easier to just go to the Instagram.
Yeah. So you got your Ultramarines, I got my Black Legion. I haven't used these guys for a few weeks, so that's fun. But I've had some fun today with relics and things, because we're starting with 12 CP each, so that's gonna be fun. And you've sort of done the same with Warlord traits and shenanigans and relic Forge World models. We'll get to that disgustingness later. Would you like to run through your list first?
Yes, I would love to. So starting from the front, naturally the main man, Mr. Gilliman.
Yeah, he's got a nameplate. So he's Rebute Gulliman.
Just in case you...
I'm surprised you didn't put Robert Gurleyman on there, but okay, fine, okay.
Because that's not his name.
Oh.
Although I have referred to him as Robert before.
Robert the Robot Gilliman. Okay, cool. So that's him. So he's the Primarch. He gives loads of buffs and things.
The Galaxy's best Excel user.
Galaxy's best Excel user, yes.
Yep. And then I've got a chaplain. He's been upgraded to the Super Chaplain.
Master of Sanctity.
Master of Sanctity with the Wise Arts of Warlord trait.
Because why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. He's using Litany of Hate, Catechism of Fire, and Exhortation of Rage today.
Yeah, so reroll hits in combat, +1 win at shooting, +1 win at combat. So lots of rerolls and pluses and things. And the reason why he's not painted is because you forgot your one, and this is my new one that I haven't painted yet.
Yes, on the way here, I realised that I'd forgotten.
Yes, but okay. But he is actually an Ultramarine, so that's fine, it's allowed.
Yeah, he is actually the Ultramarine character chaplain, Cassius.
Yes,
the younger version.
Yeah.
Moving on, I have the Chief Apothecary. So he's been again upgraded to
selfless healer and nonsense. The Chief Apothecary. Cool. Okay.
Tech Marine, who's just a standard Tech Marine.
Yeah.
He's going to help out with all the big boys in the back.
Yes.
And I got Tigerius, which any Ultramarines player can't leave on without him because he's just too good.
He's cool, Tiggy. I like Tiggy, and calling him Tiggy's cool as well. I think it's a nice little nickname. And he's obviously got Veil of Time, so you get like fight first and reroll charges or something like that. Is it reroll charges? Reroll advance and charges. Psychic Fortress through invulnerable saves and Might of Heroes to make Gwilliman a bit better in combat, or someone. Could be a Dreadnought, who knows? So yes, that's cool. Okay, what else you got?
And moving on, I've got a 4-man squad of Blade God veterans.
Yep.
Just standing. 4-man squad of aggressors, all the Boltstorm gauntlets and rocket launchers.
All the shots, nice.
Yep. 3 squads of intercessors. Although one of my sergeants have got power sword, they've all actually just got chainswords.
It's a power sword, but it's run out of battery.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. There's that 3-man Eradicator squad, all with the heavy metal rifles.
So they're heavy melters, which is standard D6 plus 2 damage, which is interesting. I'm just assuming all the intercessors have the standard bolt rifles.
Yes.
Because Ultramarines love rapid firing and moving as if they stayed still, so that's cool. Okay.
And then in the back, in the middle, we have the Dreadnought with a plasma, heavy
plasma cannon thing.
The Gatling cannon on his arm.
Okay, and you've got what? Fragstorm launchers, rocket pod, all the toys. Okay,
all
cool.
The times. And then on either side of him, I have many toys to Contempted Dreadnoughts, both with Volkites.
Yeah, so dishing out mortal wounds and things, which is nice. I mean, they have a fair amount of shots, and you can make them reroll hits because of this chap, and then you're fishing for wound rolls of 6 essentially. So they can be nice. 1/6 for the time, because they don't really have any AP.
No, they don't.
So if you don't get mortal wounds, they probably won't be doing much.
No, I think they're still like strength 6. Then, I think.
Yeah, strength isn't too bad, but you're looking for 6s anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the aim of the game.
But yeah, okay, cool. So that's your Ultramarines. For people who don't know, Ultramarines, obviously they're Space Marines.
The
Space Marines. The biggest Legion turn chapter thing, and you actually have a Primarch who's actually around. Essentially, you can fall back and shoot at -1 hit, which is nice. I think there's tracks as well where you can fall back and charge as well, which is nice.
Yes.
And then you get extra leadership and things. And in the tactical doctrine, you always shoot as if you remain stationary, which is why you want to bring heavy weapons and rapid fire weapons, because you're always going to be rapid firing and you're always going to be hitting on freeze with your melters from turn 2 onwards.
Indeed.
Well, turn 2 and 3 anyway. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, nice. Now on for the fun stuff.
It's not fun.
Well, it's kind of fun. So Black Legion, it's a battalion and a Supreme Command, same as yours essentially, except for mine's black and yours blue with a bit of black. But anyway, so Black Legion, they only ever run away on 1s for combat attrition, not 1s and 2s. That they used to have plus some leadership, but they've changed it to that. Fine, whatever, because all the leadership now actually for Chaos Marines is quite high anyway, which is quite nice. Like 10 minutes, like leadership 10 now or something. And then I get +1 to hit if I charge or shoot the nearest thing, which is nice. So essentially, you want to go for lots of mid-range shooting, so you're always going to be shooting the nearest thing anyway, and that's how you run Black Legion. Okay, so I've got a Baden, obviously, because he is a bad man, and he's infantry, unlike gentlemen, so we can actually charge through ruins, which is fun. And he actually gets benefits to cover as well, because he's infantry. You do even get light cover, because you're a monster.
Yeah, but that's because he's a Primarch and he's a firstborn captain.
Firstborn captain. Yes, but he has been blessed by all 4 gods. Anyway, so yes, so he has all the marks. We'll get to them in game. Either side of him, I have essentially his Council of Traitors. I have a Dark Apostle and a Sorcerer. So the Dark Apostle, he's Mark of Zinch. Pretty much everything I've got is Mark of Zinch, except for a few units we'll get to in a minute. Mark of Zinch essentially means the first failed save I make for the unit each turn becomes damage 0, which is nice. He has Dark Zealotry, which is like your Litany of Hate, rerolls all hits for a unit, or like an aura or something. I think it's an aura. Yep, it's an aura. I've also given him Illusory Supplication, which essentially I'll just call trans hit. You can only hit a unit he picks on 4s or more, and you can't reroll hit rolls. So I don't care if anyone gives reroll hits auras, I can just turn that off for a unit, which is nice. And then his Zinch Prayer essentially gives a Zinch unit a 6-up shrug. So he's a bit like an apothecary, except for he can't pick people up, or he can make me more difficult to hit. But I can only do 1 prayer, but they do go off on 2s at least, because he's got his little goons. And then I've given him 2 relics. I've given him the Black Mace to replace his usual Crozius, because the Black Mace is just so much cooler with damage free that overspills, which is very nice. Although quite a few of your things have 3 wounds anyway, so yeah. And then I've given him the Cloak of Conquest. So him, and anything that's core or character near him is objective secured, which is nice. So that's him. Moving over to this chap, here's my Sorcerer and Terminator armor. I've given him Warp Time and Prescience, so +1 hit, although I may not need it that often because I'm Black Legion and getting pluses to hit anyway. Warp Time to make something move again, and Schemes of Fate gives each unit a 4+ invulnerable save, which is nice. And then I've given him a relic as well, called the Veilbreaker Plate. So we would normally reduce AP by 1, because Armor Contempt, that's moot. But it means I can essentially pick him and a unit up once per battle and teleport across the board, which is fun. Speaking of units that I can teleport across the board, a big unit of Terminators. I've got a unit of 10 Terminators with the markers each. Obviously, they've got an array of combi weapons, heavy weapons, accursed weapons, melters. I've got all sorts of stuff in there. And I've given them the relic, the Black Rune of Damnation. And that's on him, the champion. The unit is -1 to wound. And if you're within, I think it's 18 inches, if you roll any doubles on your psychic tests, you perils. So you don't want Tiggy getting too near the Terminators, basically. Alright, so that's them. I've got 3 units of normal Legionnaires. They're all Mark of Nurgle. They're the only things here that is Nurgle and not Zinch. Essentially just to make them a bit more survivable, so I can transhuman them or just make them -1 to wound. So they can never be wounded on 2s or 4s, which is interesting. No upgrades on them, just chainswords on the champions. I've got a unit of 4 bikes, all with the combi bolters and chainswords, so they've got many shots and many chops. And I've paid a CP to give the champion Loyalty's Reward, I think it's called, which is a really cool relic bolt weapon. Essentially, if I hit an Imperium unit with it, it just does a mortal wound and the attack sequence ends. If anything that's not Imperium, if I wound you, I do mortal wounds. Well, today I'm facing Imperium. And I'm Black Legion, so I'm probably going to hit on 2s most of the time with his combi bolter. So that's essentially going to be 4 mortal wounds from him most of the time, which is nice. That's cool. I've got 5 Warp Talons. They're Warp Talons. I've got a Hellbrute with the markers each, obviously. He has a combi, not a combi melter, a multi-melter and a fist. He's just going to go around and be a distraction, kind of effects. Although I've just told you that now, so you're probably going to ignore him. I have 3 individual units of Obliterators. Why 3 individual units, you ask? Because I haven't got a Master of Possession to bring any of them back. And if they're 3 individual units, Overkill's a thing. Or you split fire. And they're a lot easier to deep strike in where I want them to deep strike. So that's why. And I've got Rhino. Because you don't leave home with Rhino. Unless you're Primaris. But Rhinos are really good. And it's got a Havoc Launcher. Which probably won't do anything. But it means I can keep some guys safe, potentially. And be a bit more mobile. So this army I built this list to be very mobile. I've got Deep Strike, I've got Transports, I've got Deep Strike or Jumpy Dudes, I've got Bikes, I've got Deep Striking or Teleporting across the board, and I've got more Deep Strike. And I've got like 10 of those can go in the Rhino. So it can be very quick if I want it to be. Or I can just walk down the middle with 10 Terminators. Either way, I'm probably happy. That's the Black Legion, that's the Ultramarines. I'm interested to see how this is going to go. We've already done the mission and things. So we need to roll to see who picks what deployment zone. Although it's fairly symmetrical, but we got to roll. It's in the rules. So let's do that. So after you, Sir Paul. Oh, for God's sake! I'm just going to roll another dice. Can't bother to pick that one up. Yay! Okay, so I'm just going to pick over here. I'll defend. We'll alternate, and we'll be back. Okay, and we're back after deployment. As you can see, the Black Legion's down here. The Ultramarines are over there, hiding for some reason. Running through the Black Legion deployment has been very simple. I've put 10 Marines in the Rhino, and I've put my Warp Talons and Obliterators all on Deep Strike. They didn't really have much to deploy. Essentially, I put a rhino there, because then I can zip round here or get guys out and run them into the ruin. Big brick of Terminators in the front of all my characters, and the Hellbrute. And I've got a unit of Marines to sit on the home objective, and some bikes, because they're quick. They can zip over there, or go wherever they need to go. Essentially, that's me. Over to you, Paul.
Alright, so yeah, just got my stand. Big blob in the middle.
That is definitely a big blob of Gravis and power armour.
Yeah, so they're hopefully going to start marching up through the middle.
Yes.
Come through. Equally, got my intercessor, they're going to hopefully swing around, claim the objective. These guys are just going to hang back, shoot anything that comes near.
Yeah.
And pretty much the same on this side. Intercessors are going to stay on the objective. Dreadnought trundle up.
And shoot down that firing lane.
Yeah, need to kind of keep an eye on the backfield as well. Though.
That is a very glorious looking Ultramarines castle, Paul. It's very nice. It's very nice. I mean, it's going to die, but it looks very nice. Yeah. They'll probably all run off in different directions and scatter as soon as they see a Baden. Oh no, it's a Baden! Yeah, cool. Okay, so we need to roll from now, so you goes first. Sure. You don't get a choice, you just will go first if you get the highest number. So after you, Paul, good luck.
It's not
well, it's not going to be the highest,
no.
But it might not be the lowest. But it is. Right, okay, so Black Legion turn 1. We'll be back after I've done my command and movement phase. Okay, I've finished turn 1 command and movement phase for the Black Legion. Objectives, of course, we're playing Tempest. I've got some objectives. I've got grind them down. So kill more in this turn than you kill in yours. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be any killing at all, but okay, that's what I got. I also got Blood and Guts, kill 3 things in combat. I got Investigate Sights as well, which is do an action within the middle of the board. I did spend a CP to get rid of behind enemy lines. I do have lots of things in Deep Strike. I could potentially do this next turn, but if I kept that, you could have just screened me out and stopped me from doing it anyway. So I thought I'll just get rid of it. So they're the objectives. For other command phase things, I put my internal vendetta on Guilliman, and you put your Seal of Oath on a Baden, because that's cool, and we both want to kill each other, and that's fun. I did my Illusory Supplication Prayer, and put that on with Terminators. They're trans hit, and you can't reroll hits against them. And then I just did some moving, really. I thought about coming out and trying to shoot you, or I did actually initially think about just moving my Terminators and my Sorcerer right in front of you and shooting you, but that's boring, that's no fun. I might do that later. So I've essentially just moved everything forwards down the middle. One thing I did do, though, I did get these 5 chaps out of the Rhino, disembarked 3, moved 6. So essentially they had a 9-inch move, which was close enough to get them within 6 of the middle to investigate a site. So I essentially used the Rhino to get an extra 3-inch move, which is the best thing you can do with a Rhino, to be honest. If you're not doing that, trick people, you should start putting Rhinos on your list and just doing that. So I'm doing Investigate Site. That will happen. That will be 5 points. Easy peasy. Grind them down. Like, I'm going to be doing some shooting in a minute, but there's probably not much to shoot at, so that's probably not going to happen. And Blood and Guts, I may or may not keep that. I don't know. But anyway, they're doing the action. I've got a Psychic phase. Let's do some Psychic. So let's do Schemes of Fate, which is a 6. I need a 7. Oh, yeah. Fine. I will spend a command point and reroll that, because I'd like my Terminators to have a 4+ invulnerable save instead of a 5+. That'd be nice. Damn it. So that's not happening. And then I think I might try and do a cheeky little warp time. And that does go off. Okay, so I'll have a think about moving something, and then I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've warp timed. I've shuffled the Terminators a bit further forwards and a bit more behind cover. It's now my shooting phase, but there's literally nothing to shoot at. The Rhino advanced. All of my things are sort of being a bit cagey. You're over there. I'm waiting for you to come at me. So, Ultramarines turn 1. Come at me, bro. Okay, here we are at the end of Ultramarines turn 1 command and movement phase. For the objectives, you've got Blood and Guts. Same as me. You need to kill 3 things in combat. Hold the line, so prevent me from getting within 6 inches of your deployment zone in my turn. Yep. And then you've got Secure No Man's Land, which was Gav 2 in No Man's Land, but that wasn't really achievable. So you ditched it for a CP, and you got a Tempting Target. And I said, take that one. So I'm not sure that's going to be achievable this turn either.
No, not really.
But yeah, and then you did some prayers and things. You've got the Catechism of Fire on your Redemptor, so he's going to get +1-ish when he shoots to wound at the nearest target, so Rhino. And then you put Exaltation of Rage on was it the Blade Guard or something? I think it was on the Blade Guard.
Yes, Blade Guard.
So they get +1 to wound in combat, which is nice in case I decide to charge a bunch of Blade Guard.
It's a lot of fun.
It is fun charging Blade Guard. It's better than being charged by Blade Guard. And then you've moved, not massively, but your blob's moved forwards here.
Yeah, to kind of just shuffled up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Master Tactician there, so he's told everyone where to go.
Yeah.
So kind of screened out the bottom.
Intercessors is screening out nicely, yeah.
So the only real place you can land now is really around here.
Yep.
These sensors have gone up to claim the objective.
Yeah, because there's an objective just then. Dreadnoughts have moved a little bit so they can see things to shoot things.
Indeed.
And your Dreadnought, your Redemptors come around the corner to shoot a Rhino, essentially.
Yes.
Because that's the only thing you can shoot at.
Yeah, so if the Dreadnought doesn't cut it, then this one hopefully should.
Yeah, I think one of them can just about see between the gap, and then the other one can see my Marines in the middle here. So you've got a few things to shoot at, more than I had to shoot at. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, did you want to do your psychic phase? Have you got any psychic powers you'd like to do?
Just for the sake of the Tech Marine is awoken in this one, so he gets +1 to hit.
Yeah, so he can shoot the Marines and hit them on 2s, basically, which is nice. Yeah. So that's cool. Okay. Psychic powers, what have you got? You got Might of Heroes and Psychic Fortress and other things. What would you like to do?
I'll be doing Psychic Fortress.
Yeah. The 5-inch invulnerable save bubble. I do like that one.
Up on a 6, but he gets +1 to his cast.
He does, yeah.
So it's 5.
So that definitely goes off. I think you're out of deny range. Yeah, you should be plenty of space for that. So that's gone off. Cool.
And I think that's pretty much all I can.
Does Might of Heroes add toughness to a unit as well?
I don't know.
This adds 1 to that model's strength and toughness and attack. So you can make your Redemptor toughness 8 or something if you really wanted to, in case I start shooting your Redemptor or something. Because what's the range of it? Core character or it's up to core or character model within 12 inches.
Yeah, he's just outside 12.
What about the Contemptor? Is that within 12?
Yeah, no, that's
there you go. You can make toughness 8 if you wanted to. In case I start shooting your Dreadnoughts. +1 attack or strength isn't really going to help a Contemptor, but toughness is nice. Because no point putting it on G-Man, is there? Because he's not going to be charging anything anytime soon.
Yeah, so I'll do that on him.
Can he get rerolls, Tiggy?
Yes, he gets the reroll.
Yeah, I thought he did. That's a perils. Oh dear. D3 mortal wounds.
Do I still get the 5 CP reroll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. D3. For 1, and you get 6 up shrug because you got an apothecary. He's lost a wound. I'm sure he'll be healed perfectly fine next turn. What's happening is the apothecary can't find his paracetamol yet, but next turn he'll suddenly find it and give it to him. He'll be fine.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm in a bit of a headache. Cool. Okay.
4 wounds.
Right. Okay. Here we are in the shooting phase. We're starting with the Dreadnought. You shoot nothing at the Rhino because that's all you can see.
Yep.
I pop smoke for a CP, which is nice. So I -1 hit, but you are rerolling everything because of the G-Man. Mm-hmm. And you're starting things off with your super plasma thing and you're supercharging it because you're rerolling everything anyway.
Indeed.
Cool. So D6 shots. Yeah. For 4. Nice. Not bad at all. So you hit on 4s because of smoke.
Yeah, rerolling.
But rerolling.
Which is a good job.
Yeah. I'll get some 1s. Okay, so you hit 3 times. And then you're getting +1 wound at the moment, aren't you? Because of Exaltation of Rage or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you'll definitely be wounding on 2s. So you get +1 wound.
Rerolling any 1s.
Nice. That's 3 wounds. AP a bazillion. What's the AP?
So AP5 because it's
which becomes AP4, so I don't get any saves. And then each one is what? 3 damage?
3 damage.
Oh, well, I've got a wound left. I'll just put a dice there. Small arms? Well, I say small arms, he actually has very big arms. But got your Gatling gun, haven't you?
Yeah, Gatling gun.
Is that 6 or 8 shots or something?
Heavy 8, yeah.
Cool. Was the mini Gatling gun still heavy as well, is it?
Yeah.
They're both heavy. Okay, cool. Alright, so hitting on 4s but rerolling. Because of smoke. Nice. And then you would be winning on 5s, but you're winning on 4s because you +1 to wound.
You're only getting 1s.
So you +1 to wound when you've got a dreadnought with a lot of shots is actually very, very good. 7?
Yes.
It's AP2 now, isn't it?
Yeah, but
which becomes AP1. So 4s. Oh, no, it's a dead rhino. Well, I thought the smoke would help, but it didn't. Does it blow up? Don't know, don't care. There's nothing near it. And then I've got 5 guys in there who will get out and die on 1s. Like that. Right, the rhino's dead. I got the guys out. I initially thought about putting them back here so they can't get shot out. Then I was like, what am I doing that for? There's an objective there. So I've put them out line of sight from your dreadnought, but you can shoot them with a couple of aggressors. But that's fine. I can take that. So you're going to shoot them with some aggressors?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so there's 2 that can see him. So
yeah, there's a thin line. So one of them's going to get shot. Cool, okay, so you're going to be hitting on freeze.
Rerolling.
Rerolling everything. Because of the G-Man. It's not bad. Okay. And then they're strength 4, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're just normal.
But you can be winning on 5s because they've got the mark of Nurgle. So you're rerolling 1s to wound?
Yes.
Yeah. So winning on 5s, rerolling 1s. There's A1. And there's what? 1, 2, 3?
Oh,
Three
yeah,
saves.
yeah.
So 3 free ups. And one of them loses a wound. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Your blade can't shoot because they advanced.
No, but those aggressors have got their
Oh yeah, they've got little fragstorm launchers as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's true. What's range on them? They 18 as well?
18.
Yeah, that'd be in range then.
Yeah.
So how many shots do 2 of them get?
D6 each.
D6 each. Nice.
So
That's an extra 5. On Paris. Rolling everything. And then strength 4 again, aren't they? Also, I think.
Yeah.
So 5's because Mark and Nurgle. Yeah. So just 2. You might kill one of them. You have killed one of them. The only one you can see. Cool. Okay. I've got 3 left in that unit, but that's fine. I should be safe. But you do have a dreadnought here, which can see. Which one is it? That one, which is awoken, can see this unit here.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have some Volkite shots hitting on 2s.
8 shots? Well, 8 per gun, so it's actually 16.
Yes, it is something silly like that, yes. So 16 Volkite shots hitting on 2s. Lovely.
Yeah, I think that's.
And is it within reroll, I think, range from Gwilliman?
Sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
You said it's like a 12-inch aura or something?
Yeah.
Crazy. So hit on 2s rerolling, so let's just say everything hits, alright? Let's roll it, because you never know. Oh look, everything hits. And then your strength lots, but you'll be winning on 3s only, because of Mark and Nurgle. But you're looking for 6s to wound anyway, because of the mortal wounds.
One, two? Oh yeah, of course.
Mark and Nurgle, so -1 to wound, if your strength is equal to or double.
And lots of 6s.
So you're winning on 3s, rerolling 1s. Because of G-Man.
Actually, yeah. Pretty sure actually, although the hits is 12 inches.
Oh, the wound roll aura is a bit smaller, is it? Alright, well let's check that. Okay, so you can't reroll a 1s because it's only a 6-inch aura. So there's 4 wounds that have come through and 2 mortal wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's AP. What's the AP on the Volkite? I'll roll the dice. Those 2 have definitely failed.
No, AP1.
Which becomes AP nothing. Okay, so I've failed 2, and they're 2 damage each, aren't they, as well?
Yes.
So that's 1 dead, 2 dead, and then 2 mortal wounds is another 1 dead. So you kill 3. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. Cool. So yeah, so some Marines dead. Don't need to take morale or anything because I've got leadership lots. And that's the end of the Ultramarines' turn. So yeah, none of us have scored any secondary objectives yet. Oh, actually, no, I got Investigate Site, didn't I? So I'm winning 5 points to 0. Yay! But you have got Hold the Line, but I've got ways of stopping you from doing that. So we'll see what Black Legion can do in turn 2. Okay, we're back. Black Legion turn 2 command movement phase. Before we go on to that, we did actually realise that Hold the Line you couldn't actually have in your first turn.
No.
So we ditched that and drew another one, which was Investigate Site, which obviously you couldn't do, and then you discarded that at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So But you haven't got Hold the Line, so you can potentially get that later. That's fine. As for me, I did have 2 objectives at the start of my turn. Well, I had my home deployment zone 1, and I had at least one in no man's land, so I scored 7 points, which puts me up to 12 with my 5 for investigate sites to previous turn. And you obviously did score 1 in the first turn because you killed a rhino, you killed a unit.
Yeah.
So it's 12 to 1 at the moment, but obviously you're yet to score your primaries and your secondaries and things. Secondaries for me, I've still got Blood and Guts. I then drew no prisoners and secure no man's land, so I need to kill 3 things in combat, kill 30 wounds worth of stuff, and secure no man's land. Kind of already secured no man's land.
Fairly safe.
Yeah, it's definitely secure. I put the 4 rerolls to hit and wound on my Terminators with a badding because that's fun. And then I advanced my Terminators and spent the CP on Relentless Devastation so they can shoot as if they remain stationary with their 4 rerolls and nonsense. That's fun. I put the Illusory Supplication Prayer on them again so they can only be hit on 4s or more and you can't reroll hits against them. Brilliant one up against Ultramarines. These guys shuffled back a little bit. They drew the short straw. They've got to try and hold this objective in no man's land. Good luck to you. These 2 just shuffled around here. Most of what's in the middle here is advanced because there wasn't really much else I could do. These 5 are just sat here. They're having a little party at the back. And these 4 zip round the corner. I've got my Relic Bolter of Doom that can do mortal wounds pointing at some intercessors. And they're definitely within charge range. And on the charge, they will have many, many, many attacks. 4 attacks each on the charge. 5 on the champion, which is nice. Although they're only going to be AP 1, which doesn't really do much because I'm a contempt. But still, that's a thing. And then I dropped down all of my obliterators. Each individual one is its own unit, which means I don't have to worry about overkill or anything, which is nice. And I put them all down, and the Redemptor is the nearest target for all of them, so they'll be hitting the Redemptor on 2s, because Black Legion get +1 hit when I shoot the nearest target, so that's nice.
Is it?
They're all slightly closer to him than the Blade Guard, yeah, I measured it.
Yeah.
I'm gamey like that.
I remember those guys.
Yes. So that's the plan. Essentially, kill the Dreadnought. That should put something towards no prisoners. Put loads of firepower from the Terminators into your Blade Guard and Aggressors and kill your Intercessors. And hopefully, if lots of killing happens, I'll score at least some points. So let's do the second phase. I'm out of your deny range still, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's try and do Skins of Fate. That does actually go off this time. That's nice. Let's put a 4+ invulnerable save on those Terminators as well, just in case you want to try and kill them with a -1 to wound, and they're only being hit on 4s with no rerolls, and now 4+ invulnerable save, and the markers each. Yeah, have fun. I'm also going to warp time them as well. And that goes off, so let's move something. Okay, so the Terminators have done an additional normal move because of warp time shenanigans, and now right in front of you. I'm within Melter and Flamer range, so that's fun. I'm going to move into the shooting phase now. I'm going to start off with one of these obliterators, shooting you Redemptor Dreadnought. So D3 shots with the big shot, whatever it's called, for 1. Okay, fine. We'll hit you on a 2 because you're the nearest target. He's hit. Strength 9, so I wound you on a 3. He's wounded. It's -3, 4 damage. So it becomes -2, so 5 up save. And that's 4 damage, which becomes 3 damage. Yeah. Obliterate number 2, shooting the Redemptor Dreadnought, will have 2 shots. And he'll hit on 2s, because he's still the nearest target. No, it's not exploding 6s, I'm in the second turn. I'm going to win on 3s, so 2 more 5-ups. 4 damage apiece. Oh dear. So that would have been 3 damage apiece, so that's now 9 wounds off of him in total.
CP reroll one.
You can do. Oh, okay. So 6 wounds off him so far, so he's on 7.
7, yep.
And the final obliterate will have another D3 shots for 2. We'll hit on 2s. How many wounds has he got left? 7. So I need... No, even if they both go 3, you're not going to die, are you? So okay, I'm not going to reroll it. Winning on a 3. Yep, that wounds 5-up save. And that's another 3 wounds because it's 4 that goes down to 3. Okay, so he's lost 9 wounds in total, so he's got 4 left.
No, he was on 7s and then he lost 3, so that's 4.
4, yeah. Well, you've lost 3 times 3 so far. So 3, 6, 9. You've lost 9. So 4. Yeah. 4 wounds left. Okay. I was hoping that'd be a bit better. But okay. Fine. Didn't really obliterate things, did they? But hey ho. Let's shoot some more guns. Let's shoot some bolt guns at him. I've got 3 shots. I'll hit on 3s. I've hit you once. Haven't we? Never mind. Okay. Right, let's move over to the bikes of doom. Yeah, I'll just shoot everything at them. Okay, so shooting the bikes at the intercessors. I'm going to shoot the champion's relic combi bolt first because that's really cool. So I'm going to hit on 2s because he's the nearest target. Oh, God, I've got 2 1s. I'm not within range of a Baden for rerolls. That's really annoying because each hit is a mortal wound. So he's killed 1 intercessor. And then I've got 3 more bikes, which will also hit on 2s. And if I was able to get a Baden a bit closer, this would have been much better. But 6 is to explode, so my misses go back in. Can't remember if I got a 6 with the other shot. Can't remember, don't care. Been there, done that. And then winning you on 4s. It's not bad. You have 8 3+ saves. As my bikes go dagger, 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 dagger. By like 2 inches away. I've killed another one. Okay. So I've killed 2 intercessors in total with bolt guns. That's fine. Would have been nice to kill an extra one, but you know, hitting on 1s when I'm hitting on 2s is really annoying. Okay, so Terminators are literally the only thing I've got left to shoot with now, really. So I'm going to put all the bolt weapons into your aggressors. And I've got an autocannon, some melters, and a heavy flamer, which are all going to go into your blade guard. Okay. Because they don't get armor content, because they've got shields. Yeah. So, yes, let's do that. Right, I'm going to let the galaxy burn. Let's start with heavy flamer into your blade guard. So it gets d6 plus 2 shots for 6. Obviously, they automatically hit. Strength 5, your toughness 4, so winning on 3s. And we're rolling all the wounds because Abaddon told them to. So 5 at -1 on your blade guard, and they do get the -1 because they've got shields. So 5 3-ups on your blade guard. They are going to be in shrug range, aren't they, of your apothecary?
Yeah.
Because he's got the Vox, Spiritum, whatever it is. So that's 3 that have gone through. Would be a good dead blade guard, but will the apothecary throw a bandage? Let's find out.
How many damage is that?
Just 1 each, so just roll all 3. So, no, maybe shrug 1 of them. Okay. Ooh, shrug 2. Nice, well done, apothecary. So 1 of them is on a wound. And then I'll shoot my autocannon.
You get 3 wounds each.
Yeah, so 1 of them's on 2 wounds. Because you shrugged 2 of them, didn't you? Autocannon hits only on 3s, because you gave them the -1 to hit thing, didn't you?
So this is on the aggressors?
This is the blade guard still. Yeah. They're winning on 3s because it's an autocannon. Rerolling all the wounds. 3 more 3-ups on your blade guard. It's AP1 or AP1 or 2. Can't remember. Either way, you've only failed 1. Just 1 shrug again. 1 damage. Oh, your apothecary's doing well. And I've got 3 combi melters, so I'm going to put the melters on. Yeah, just the melters. So hitting on 3s because +1 -1.
Again, yeah.
Still the blade guard. Yeah. But I'm re-rolling everything. Ah, yes! 1 exploded. Brilliant. 4 hits with melters out of 3 melter shots. That's not bad, is it? Winning on 2s. Oh, there we go. These will be 4+ invulnerable saves. That's why you bought the shields. And you've saved all of them. Stop it now. Stop it.
Dice are warming up now.
Right, and then we've got a bazillion bolt shots into your aggressors.
Okay, I'm playing transhuman on them.
I'm winning on 5s anyway because they're bolters.
Are you?
Yeah, so toughness 5, aren't
I
you?
should have done them on the blade card. Yeah, fair enough.
Right, lots of bolter shots going into the aggressors, hitting on 3s because they're not the nearest thing. But I am re-rolling everything, and 6s are exploding. So all the 1s and 2s get picked up and rolled again. Drop dice don't count. And then they go away. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6s. Nice. So I've hit you more times than I had bullets. Like that. But the good news is I'm winning on 5s because you grab this. I am rerolling all wounds because of a bad one. So these ones are wounded so far. I was thinking about giving them +1 a wound as well, but because I was rerolling wounds, I didn't bother. And that's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. So 5, 10, 15, 16. 16 free up saves.
16, did you say?
16. Yeah, it's not bad. Considering I only had like 20 shots. But lots of rerolls do help. As you should know, playing Ultramarines.
Exactly.
So, free ups. How many have gone through? Not that many.
3.
3?
4.
4. But now you get 4 6-up trucks. I've killed an aggressor and wounded one. Yay!
For now.
Yay! Right, moving into the charge phase. The shooting phase was underwhelming, really. I wounded a blade guard because the apothecary kept them throwing bandages at him and I killed an aggressor. And that's it. I wounded your dreadnought, but I was hoping he'd be dead. And all I've done is kill a few intercessors as well, which again I thought more would be dead. So I'm going to charge them instead, because that's fun. They're in. I'll move them in a moment. And then over here I'm actually going to charge the obliterators into your dreadnought, I think. Did you want the first one is going to be this one. Did you want Overwatch?
No.
No? Need 9. Damn it. I may as well CP it. I've got millions of CP. Let's try again. Damn it. Right. Obliterator number 2. He needs a charge. Damn it. And the other one can't get round now because he's too far away. So, yay. I'll move the bikes in though. Okay, for those who are wondering why I'm not charging the Terminators, it's because they're warp timed, so they can't charge. The bikes are going in with lots of attacks. I've paid a CP for Death to the False Emperor, or whatever it's called, because, you know, I'm Chaos and you're Imperium. So I'm rerolling all hits, and I'm hitting on 2s, because I charged. So basically I should hit with pretty much everything, and I do. 6s aren't exploding yet though, because the minions tend to, which is annoying. Winning on 4s. And these are AP1, which you don't care about because you're a Space Marine. So that is 8 free up saves. Khorne loves it, you see, when you get in combat. You get 8 wounds through. What a coincidence. Will I take off 8 wounds though? Probably not. I've killed an intercessor. Glorious. Glorious for Khorne.
Slowly chipping away.
Slowly chipping. Chipping with a chainsword. Doesn't sound very good, does it? Right, the intercessors are fighting back. You got 8 attacks because Khorne wants it, and you spent a CP on Death to the Traitors because I played Death to the False Emperor, basically. You're just showing you can do it too. Okay, so 8.
Doesn't help.
But you're hit on 3s, not 2s.
Yeah.
But you are rerolling everything, so that's fine. And you've hit every time too. Oh, that's okay, fine. But you would be winning me on 5 because I am on a bike, unfortunately. Whereas you weren't on a bike. So just the 3 wounds. LAP1, but don't care. So 3 up saves. I got the Marker's Inch. I ignore one of those. I take a wound. So all my bikes go down to 2 wounds. That one. And that is the end of the turn. So I have got Secure No Man's Land, which is nice because I've got this one, I've got that one. One of those Terminators should be within 3 of that. I've only killed 3 intercessors, so you're fine for morale. There's nothing else going on. Let's move on to Ultramarines. Turn 2. Okay, Ultramarines turn 2. You got 3 points for having your home objective, so that was something at least. So you are a bit behind on points, but your secondaries aren't too bad, if I remember rightly. You got, what did you get? You got...
Bring it down.
Bring it down, so kill the thing that I've got with the most wounds, which is now a bad one, which you kind of want to do anyway, but you probably won't be able to do it this turn because there's a wall of Terminators in the way. Yeah. Area Denial, stop me from getting near the middle. Yeah, okay. And Blood and Guts, and then you had another one, didn't you? Deploy Teleport Homers, which obviously you swapped out because there's no chance of that happening. So your secondaries aren't being that kind to you at the moment, to be honest. Really. No. So you're just going for the kill instead.
Yeah. Just
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Litanies, you've got the Exaltation of Rage off, so +1 a wound in combat for your Blade Guard. Catechism of Fire, so +1 a wound for your shooting attacks for your Redemptor. And then you've brought back an aggressor, you've healed an aggressor, you've healed a Blade Guard. Your Apothecary's having great fun throwing pills everywhere. Other than that, you've just essentially moved everything down the middle here. Spread out your Intercessors nicely, because obviously I've still got Warp Talons that can come in.
Yes.
And you've fallen back with your Intercessors over there, so then you can shoot my bikes if you want to. Yeah. And then your Dreadnoughts have shuffled around a bit, so they've got choice targets. And you gave +1 hit to the same one again, the one on the on my right there.
So if he wants to shoot the Terminators, obviously shoot it a bit easier.
Yeah. And what a sight this is to behold. Blade Guard aggressors and G-Man against Blob Terminators. Who's going to win? There's only one way to find out. That's to fight. Psychic Phase, I guess, is next.
Yes.
And I'm actually into deny range of you now. And the good thing about Chaos Sorcerers now... Yeah, he's only here now. You were only just out and you've moved closer. But the good thing about Chaos Sorcerers is they get 2 denies now, which is nice. So I can actually attempt to deny both your powers, which is interesting. So, yeah, what would you like to do with your magical magician called Tiggy?
So I start
Tiggy?
Sacred Fortress.
Okay.
So going off on 6. +1.
So 7, which comes
an
8. Okay. Yep, you can have that.
And then Mighty Heroes, I will put that onto... I won't put it onto Gilliman. He's pretty tough as it is. I'll put that onto my Blade Guard.
On your Blade Guard champion. Cool, 'cause it's just a model, isn't it?
No, it's...
Model. Give it to your Blade Guard champion. If you want to, I guess. Unless you want to put it on someone else.
So that's a 6 as well.
Okay. So that goes off on an 8, which is a 9. So I need a 10. Oh, you can have that as well. Yeah, I'll be generous like that. I'll let you do your psychic powers.
Thank you. So kind of you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. I'll sort you out in combat. Cool. Okay. Shoot him, I guess.
Yes.
Ultramarines specialty. Where would you like to start?
If I do Wisdom of Ancients on it, does that affect himself?
Yes, it can, because he's a core unit. Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you want to do? Give him reroll hit rolls of 1 or something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
I knew that.
Yeah, so you're going to turn to reroll wound rolls of 1 for himself, because he's within 12 of G-Man anyway. We just checked that's all fine. So that's cool. Okay. So, yeah, so what's he going to shoot at? Because these are all individual units.
Alright then.
This would be really annoying.
Yeah. So, Plasma, go into that one. Gunner Cannon, into that one.
I mean, they have got like 5 wounds each, I think, just to let you know.
Okay.
And like a 2-up save and the toughness 5 or something.
Okay.
I'll let you have a think. Okay, Paul's figured it out. He's going to shoot the big plasma at this one here. Supercharging, obviously, because you've got rerolls and things. All the small arms into that one, and then you'll charge whatever's left. Because units of 1 are really annoying, aren't they? Yes. I like this idea. I might do this more often. Cool. Okay, D6 shots for the plasma, I guess.
6 shots.
For 2. Okay. I mean, yeah. Command point?
Yes.
Can't possibly get less than 2 shots, can you?
Well, CP reroll, so probably will now.
Yeah, that's better. So you got 6 shots. Nice. Okay. Hit on 3s, but rerolling everything. Any 1s do more wounds to you, but at least you can reroll. And you hit every time anyway. Actually, no, you hit on 4s, you're bracketed, aren't you?
Yeah, but yes.
So you probably want to reroll all the 3s, unless you want to risk. No, you're fine. Right. 5 hits. And then you get +1 a wound. You are wounding on 2s, which is nice. Rerolling 1s because of Wisdom of Ancients. Yeah, it's a glorious thing. Nice. So that is 5. Minus lots, but I've got 5 plus invulnerable saves.
Okay.
So demonic beings. So 3. What's the damage of this thing? 3 damage each, isn't it?
3 damage each.
Yes, you've overkilled 1.
Good.
See, it's perfect. That because otherwise that would have killed 1 and then we did another one. You see. And then you got all the small arms into one of them. Nice.
So, cannon.
Okay, hit on 4s, rerolling. He's a 1 very angry dreadnought. So Gatling gun is strength 5, so it would be 4s, but you're winning on 3s. And then rerolling 1s. 6. It's only AP 1 now, isn't it? Which becomes AP nothing.
Yeah.
2s. Oh, 3 1s. Okay, but it's fine. They've got 5 wounds, so one of them's on 2 wounds. And then you got your other small arms. So you got frag stormy things. What are they?
D6.
Okay.
So that's 2d6, wasn't it? Or was it?
Yeah. There's one in each nipple.
Yeah. 5.
Nipple guns. Everyone loves a nipple gun. You seen Austin Powers?
Yes. A long time ago.
Hitting on 4s because you're poorly, but rerolling everything, which helped a little bit. What's the strength for the frag storm thing?
I think they're just normal and strength 4.
Strength not much.
Yeah, strength 4.
Okay, so you would be winning on 5s, but you're winning on 4s because you've lost 1 wound.
You're on the 1 because of wisdom.
Yeah.
They do nothing, but so that's 4.
4.
That's
AP?
well, it's assault now, so that it's all in tactical, so that's -1, would it be? But that it would get negated, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
And then you got your rocket pod thing on the top, which is what, D3 shots or so?
Yeah, D3.
For 1, okay. Which will hit on a, not that, but you can reroll. And it hits. And it will wound on that, probably, because you get +1 a wound. And I roll a 5, I'm fine. Okay, well, you kill one of them. If it was all 1 unit, you would have killed 2. Because the extra plasma shot would have, rolled onto that one. It's funny, isn't it? It's nice.
For you.
Yeah, it's funny for me, yeah. Okay, right. What do you want to shoot with next? What else you got? You got melters, you got bolters, you got volkites.
Starting this one into them.
1 dreadnought into the bikes. Nice. Okay, cool. So 8 shots of doom. Doom! They're all doomed! Name that TV program.
I can't remember.
Dad's Army, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
We're all doomed. Okay, right, okay. Volkites of Doom into the bikes. Hitting on 3 is that one, isn't it? It's the one that's hitting on 2s.
Yes. I was trying to think if there's anything I could play to get even better, but...
I don't know.
No.
It's not bad, though. Not bad at all. Okay, but now you're winning on 3s from toughness 5, but you're looking for 6s.
I'm on 6s. Oh.
No 6s, but it's 3 and AP nothing. Damage 2. Wow, okay, well I'm markers each, so I'll ignore that one. And then I'll take 2 dots of 2 damage. I'll drop the dice again. So that'll kill that one and put 1 down to a wound. Just like that. Right. Volkites of Doom, number 2. This one's hitting on 2s, and he's in reroll range of Guilliman as well, so this is going to be interesting. So hit on 2s, rerolling it into the bikes again. Oh look, everything's hit. Wounding on 3s, and rerolling 1s as well. Oh no, that's the 6-inch roll, isn't it? So not the rerolls that wounds, but wounding on 3s, and then looking for 6s.
1 6.
It's okay, so there is, so that says 5 saves to make, and then a mortal wound afterwards. So 3 ups. So the guy who got wounded takes, so I've lost 2 damage plus a mortal wound. So that's the 2 damage, and then that's the mortal wound. Okay. They're still alive, but they are getting shot at, which isn't very nice. Right, the 2 Marines that fell back, they're going to shoot at the guys right in front of them, so 4 shots hitting on 4s because you fell back in your Ultramarines. So you've hit twice. You're winning on 5s because bikes. AP 2 now though, aren't you? Because tactical doctrine, bolt rifle, so 4 up save. I made it! Yay! Black Legion fans rejoice. We saved the bolt gun round. And then what, you doing the unit at the back as well, shooting at them?
Yeah.
You're going to do Sins of Guilliman?
Yes, I'll play that on them.
So that's reroll.
Reroll their hits.
That's all hits, isn't it? Because they're troops or something, I think.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I think on other infantry it's just real hit rolls of 1, isn't it, or something? Yeah. It's nice that. So you got 10 shots. Hitting on threes, re-rolling everything. So that's nice. You're winning on fives, though. It's the tricky part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Four ups because AP 2 comes AP 1. And I lost a wound. So I've got one bite that's absolutely fine and one that's on a wound. Tetmarine got a gun? Pretty sure Tetmarines have guns, don't they? It's got like a forged bolter or whatever it is. They're not bad. Right, okay, Tetmarine's going to have a go at the bikes now. Because he's got a gun or something. Pretty sure it's called a forged bolter.
Yeah,
Forged
bolter.
Okay,
so
cool.
3 hitting on 2s.
Yeah. Oh, he still managed to miss once. What's
5.
this? 5. Okay, so we're winning on 4s then. Oh, just a 1. AP? I've made a 6.
-2. No,
Right. You got lots of guns in the middle.
Yes.
And there's a unit of Terminators, but there's also a couple of guys here. So I'll let you have a think about what you want to do. Okay, so we started doing a few bits of shooting. We've done the Blade Guard shooting these guys here, the Marines in the middle. Didn't do anything. So Gunnerman's going to have a go at them with his Hand of Dominion thing.
Yep.
So
hitting on 2s, re-rolling.
Yep. So reroll that. Nice, he's hit every time. What a surprise. And then it's strength 5 or 6 or something?
Strength 6.
Yeah, so you're winning on 3s.
He doesn't get to re-roll for those wounds.
No. That's not bad though, is it? That's 5. What's the AP of his Hand of Dominion when it's in the tactical doctrine?
2.
So it becomes AP 1. So it's what's the damage?
2.
Damage 2, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they did. And it's not good. Not good at all.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Right, so G-Man's actually done something useful. Okay, so now you've got your Eradicators and your Aggressors and then a few bolt pistols and things, essentially. What would you like to start with?
Put my Aggressors into the Terminators.
Nice, I'll let you count 1 billion dice then. Right, Aggressors, effing into the Terminators. So starting with all the bolter shots. Now, because of my pro, you're only hitting me on 4s and you can't reroll any hits.
I know.
That's a shame, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is very annoying.
So, many shots. Here we go. Hit on 4s. No rerolls. Poor Ultramarines. Ultramarines like Black Legion. Do love their rerolls.
Yes.
Okay. And then the strength is 4, toughness 4, but -1 a wound. So 5 to wound. But you can reroll the wound roll, so yes. But at least you can reroll something.
Yes. I need to reroll.
You can roll those 2 1s there. And that's a lot of 5s, actually. That's not bad. So it's 4, 6, 8. No, 7? 7. 7. 2 up saves. Because even if you're AP1, don't care. Armor of Contempt. Oh, that's annoying. Mark of Zinch. I'll ignore that one. 1 takes a wound. It's really annoying that the Mark of Zinch has ignored a bolter shell and not an Eradicator shot. I'm really annoyed at that. I was hoping you would shoot the Eradicators first.
Fine.
That's right. Then you've got all your Frag Storm shots as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is what, 3d6? Because I don't know how many is
Yeah,
there.
but blast as well, so there's...
Well, it's minimum 3 each then. 'Cause it's not a unit of 11 or more.
I thought it was if it was 6 or more.
So if it's 6 or more, it's minimum 3. If it's over 10, then it's maximum shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you've got 4 of them, which is what, d6 per guy?
Yeah.
So 4d6, and if any of them are less than 3, you turn it into a 3. So 3, 3, 6 and 6. That's not bad, is it? So 18.
Wow.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, many shots, hit on 4s, no rerolls. Take that. Oh god, most of them hit anyway. Brilliant. Most of them have hit. That's very good shooting text. Who needs rerolls if you hit them like that anyway?
I know.
It's really annoying. You're winning on 5s, mine's going to win, but everyone wants to win. 5, so what's that? 5? 5.
That's why I did get a 1. But that did nothing.
Didn't do anything. Okay, so 5 more 2-ups. I'm fine. Okay. So all the aggressors shooting have planked a wound off. If it bleeds, you can kill it, or something like that. So you've got a few small arms and you've got your eradicators.
Yeah, I won't worry about my small arms, they're not going to do nothing.
Probably not, no. 6 heavy melter shots from the eradicators?
Yeah, do I put them into the Terminators or do I put them into one more of these?
One more, yeah, because they're individual units. I mean, you can split fire, but then you don't get your 6 shots, you only get 3 shots. So you can maybe do 1 shot and 2 shots. Maybe, but he's going to go charging in anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he is a bit poorly. So, or do you go to try and kill as many Terminators as possible before you play guard and aggressors go and finish them off?
Well, that's the thing, that's the conundrum, you see.
Yes. Okay, after much deliberation, you're deciding to shoot and split fire against the Obliterators. A couple of reasons. One, if you shoot the Terminators, yes, you can have 6 shots, but you're hitting on falls with no rerolls. So the 6 shots will probably become 3 shots. Shoot the Obliterators, yes, you'll have less shots, but you're rerolling everything to hit, so it ends up being about the same in terms of hits. And the good thing about shooting the Obliterators as well is they don't have a 4+ invulnerable save, they've only got a 4+ invulnerable save. And at this range, you can one-shot kill them. With D6 plus 4 damage. And they've got 5 wounds each. So that's nice. So you're going to put 2 into the guy that's not wounded.
Yep.
And 1 into the guy that's wounded. Okay, which one do you want to start with?
That one.
2 shots. Okay. So hit on freeze. Rerolling. So you've hit him once. Winning on freeze.
Is it?
Toughness 5, yeah. You're wounded. 5+ invulnerable save. Or death, essentially. Because it's D6 plus 4 damage. I might command point that. And I will, and I'll swap the dice for that one. Didn't help. Right. Splat! And then you have a shot into the Obliterator. Which misses, but you can reroll. Hits, and it win on 3. Like that. And he's dead. Well, that worked. You happy with your choice?
Very much so.
Right. I'm not, but yeah, fine. At least my Terminators are safe, I guess. You got a few small arms as well if you really want to bother shooting them. No, can't bother. Right. Charge phase?
Yes.
Okay. What was it? Charge first?
That's not. That one's not part of your.
He's the champion of the unit, yeah.
Part of
The sorcerer's about that.
Okay. Charge my Blade Guard first.
You're going to charge your Blade Guard first. Okay. I'm going to go up to Blade Guard. Because I'm rerolling all hits and all wounds, so I might as well give it a go. Alright.
Do I have to roll to see if I get in first?
You can roll now if you want to, it doesn't make much difference in terms of the order.
Pretty much in.
Okay, so they'll be in, but let's see if they all die first. Right, so I've got 3 melter shots. I'm going to shoot the combi melter part and the bolter part because I'm hitting on 6s anyway. Let's do the melters first. So hitting on 6s, but re-rolling because of a bad one. And you know what the fun thing is? 6s explode. So if you 4 times on Overwatch for melters. Winning on 2s. And re-rolling, I think, because of a bad one. That's 4 plus invulnerable saves. This could be a quite good Overwatch. So 3 go through, and these would be D6 plus 2 damage from that range. But obviously you've got your shrugs and things. So 3 went through, didn't they? So the first one will do 7 wounds. 7 shrugs on your first Blade Guard. Cool. So looking for lots of... This is all on one guy, so just roll them all at once. Okay, so he didn't shrug enough. One of them's dead. The next melter shot will do 5, because it's plus 2. So 5 shrugs on the next one. He dies as well. So that's 2 of them dead. And the final one will do D6 plus 2 for 8. 8 shrugs. Okay, so I've killed 3 of the Blade Guard in Overwatch. Then I've got my Heavy Flamer, which will do D6 plus 2 auto hits for 4. And we'll win on freeze. We want all wounds. So that's 4 minus 1. So 4 free ups on your blade gun. Oh dear. Oh wow. So that's 3 that have gone through. 3 shrugs. Oh, so he's got one's got a wound left. Is that the last guy that's got a wound left?
Yeah.
Also cannon. I've got more shots. So re-rolling all the hits. So if you hit you twice with the auto cannon, it doesn't explode because it's a heavy weapon. Moving on freeze. Re-rolling everything to a button. 2 more. I think it's -1 or something, or -2, can't remember, but 2 saves. So 1 goes through, 1 more shrug for his last wound. Okay, so I've killed your entire unit on Overwatch. I didn't even fire all my bolters. Nice.
Brilliant.
Right, he's now charged the aggressors in. We did the roll off camera because it was pretty obvious they'll get in. They've gone around like that. G-Man's going to try and get in the other side now as well. Yeah, I mean, he gets +1 to charge anyway, doesn't he? Also, so he's definitely in. He's very, very angry. So the Blade Guard are dead, but at least the aggressors and G-Man have got in, which is fine. I'm assuming that's it for charges because the Obliterators are dead. They fell back over there. So yeah, cool. Okay. Okay, we're moving into the fight phase, and I've spent 2 of my finest command points, my final command points, on Bringers of Despair. So I've chosen these Terminators. They get fight first. So essentially I'll get a free interrupt, because you've both got fight first because you charged, so have I now. And they also get an extra attack each, which is a bit nasty. So you've had to think carefully about who you fight with first with now. Yeah. And you're going with the G-Man.
Naturally. Which
is a wise choice, because he's hitting on 2s, so you probably don't need the rerolls. Because obviously I've still got my prayer. Yeah. And he can do mortal wounds, which is nice. So, yeah. So how many attacks does the old G-Man get with Shock Assault? 7. Is that including the Shock Assault, is it? Nice, okay. So 7 attacks. But you are hitting me on 4s because of my prayer. They can only be hit on 4s, and you can't reroll hits against them because of my prayer. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's everything. Let's have a quick check. Select 1 friendly enemy each time an attack is made against that unit. Yes. So he's hitting on 4s. Dirty. It is very dirty. You can't reroll any. Oh dear. Okay, what's his strength?
Lots.
Because I am -1 to wound as well.
6, 7, 8. Strength 8. Okay,
so you would normally win on 2s, but you're winning on 3s. Okay. No mortal wound, no. So you got 1 wound and D3 mortal wounds in addition. So D3 mortal wounds. So you've got 3 mortal wounds, and there was 1 save there as well, 4 invulnerable save. So I've made the invulnerable save, but you did 3 mortal wounds. So you killed him, and put 1 of them down to 2 wounds. Let's choose that guy. Okay, that was good, wasn't it? Good when we killed a Terminator.
That was rubbish.
I don't think Paul's very impressed with my prayer and my Zinchi invulnerable saveness of my Terminators. No. Right, I'm fight first. I get to fight now. Let's do that.
So take the aggressors off the table now.
Well, I might split fire. Right, okay. Terminators have piled in like this. Sadly, the guy with the big gun can't get close enough to hit something, but it's fine because I still have many, many attacks. I've split my attacks. Where I've piled them in, it's actually exactly the same going into each unit. So into each unit, I've got 2 guys with accursed weapons, a guy with a power fist, and a guy with a chain fist. All right, except for the ones hitting the aggressors of the champions there as well. So let's start with the accursed weapons into them. And I won't be hitting on 2s though because I didn't charge. But I'm still hitting on 3s and I'm doing 4 rerolls. And you've transhuman the aggressors, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so accursed weapons hitting the aggressors on 3s. Rerolling everything. 6s aren't yet exploding, which is annoying. Strength 5 on a accursed weapon, your toughness 5, so that's 5. That's all 4s anyway. But your transhuman will help against the power fist and chain fist. Reroll the wounds. Okay. 3, 4, 6. So 6 minus 3, which becomes -2. So 6 5-ups on your aggressors so far. 1 damage each. So that's 4 I've gone through. They still within your apothecary range there, aren't they? So 4 6-up shrugs. Just 4. Save 2 of them. So you've lost 4 wounds so far. So that's 1 dead and a wound on 1. And then so there's one guy now with 2 wounds. So let's do the Power Fist next, which will hit on 4s, because it's a Power Fist. Rerolling everything. And then wound on 4s, because it's transhuman. Rerolling everything. Just the one more 5 up. It's -3. Fine. And the Chain Fists. Rerolling everything. Then 4s again, because it's transhuman. Rerolling everything. There's so many rerolls in this game. Chain Fist for AP 4, but you got your Psychic Fortress up, didn't you? So they've still got a 5+ invulnerable save anyway. So 3 more 5-ups. Cool, they've all gone through, but each one's D3 damage, so I have to roll for these. So the first one will be 3, so 3 shrugs on the first guy. So he's now been finished off. Next guy, 2 on the next guy. So he goes down to 1. And then an extra 1 shrug on that guy. So I've killed 3 in total, 1 left, I think.
So you killed 2. Did that? How many damage was that? Just 1?
Yes, it's that finished off the guy that was wounded. I think I've killed 3 in total. Okay, working it out. 1 aggressor's on 2 wounds, 1's fine. Basically, the same again as the G-Man now. So, cursed weapons, many attacks, hit on 3s with rerolls. Strength 5, but you stuff on a 6. So, winning on 5s actually with this one, but I have rerolls, so it's fine. So that's 3 at -3, which becomes -2, but he's got what, 3+ invulnerable save or something?
Yeah.
So 3 of your finest invulnerable saves. So he's fine. And then I've got 4 Power Fist attacks. Reroll the hit rolls because of a bad one. And then wounding on 3s now, Power Fists. Reroll on the wounds. 3 more 3+ invulnerable saves. 2 damage each, so he's taking 2 damage. You can do, yeah. Oh, so he's taking 2. He's too far away from your Apothecary G-Man, by the looks of things. And then I've got Chain Fists. Reroll the hits. God, there's so many rerolls in this game. I've been trying to shut off half of yours. Winning on 3s. Okay, so that's now 3 more of your finest 3+ invulnerable saves. Okay, so one goes through D3 damage for 3. So that's 3 more damage off of G-Man. So how many wounds has he got left? So we're on 5, so he's on 4?
Yeah.
3 wounds plus 2 wounds. So G-Man's on 4 wounds left. And I've killed a couple of aggressors. Okay, that wasn't too bad, I suppose. And then you can hit with your aggressors now, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, it's not over yet. Right, aggressors, punching terminators, hit on 4s, because that's all you can hit me on, and no rerolls. So you hit on average, which is fine. And you would be wounding on 2s, but you're wounding on 3s, because of my -1 to wound.
Do you get to reroll them this time?
You do get to reroll the 1s, but there aren't any. And they've all wounded anyway. Yeah, because it's 3 wounds as well. Yeah, because you're normally wounding on 2s, aren't you, with Power Fists? What was that? That was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 4+ invulnerable saves. Okay, so there was a guy on 2 wounds, wasn't there? So the guy on 2 wounds dies, another guy dies, another guy goes down to a wound. Okay, so you've killed a few. Right, end of the Ultramarines turn. 10 minutes past them are out. You've decided to ditch all your secondaries. Maybe you'll get better ones next turn. They haven't been kind to you so far. But you did kill 3 units this turn. You killed all the obliterators. So you got a point for each obliterator you killed, because I made them all individual units for you nicely. It was very kind of me to make them individual units, wasn't it? So you do get 6 points this turn, at least, for your primary. So 7 points to 12 as we go into Black Legion turn 3. Okay, here we are, Black Legion turn 3. This is going to be the turn. Battle round 3 is definitely going to be crunch time battle round. I got a CP, I got some more objectives. I obviously kept Blood and Guts and no prisoners. I'm going to be scoring some points on those this turn. If I don't, something's gone horribly wrong. And I drew Battlefield Supremacy, which I kept. Which is essentially have 3 objectives. I've kind of already got it. Because I've got this one here and that one there. And well, I haven't got that one there yet, but I've got the one over there and the one back there. So that's fine. In the command phase, my Dark Apostle was obviously all the way back here, so I couldn't give my trans hit and no rerolls thing on my Terminators this turn, which was annoying. But then I thought, I can give him the 6-up Shrug Aura, and then he can run after the Terminators. So I've kind of done that. Abaddon's walked up after giving 4 rerolls to himself. The Terminators, you can see, have fallen back. But I did spend a CP on Confluence of Traitors. So I've made them Alpha Legion, which means they can fall back and charge. Brilliant. So they can go back into things. Abaddon's there as well. Obviously, if they stay in range of Abaddon, they're rerolling hit rolls of 1. If they're going after Guilliman, they're rerolling all wound rolls as well because of my Eternal Vendetta. So I've got lots of shenanigans going off over here. My Warp Talons have come down here in cover because they couldn't come back here because you screamed me out. And I brought them down in cover because then if you wanted to Auspex move, the aggressors had to get 2-up saves, so you didn't bother because it'd be a waste of CP. If you're wondering where the Dreadnought and the Sorcerer have gone, I activated my Veilbreaker plate and they went whoop, over here. So I've got Hellbrute and a Sorcerer over here now. Let's try and deal with that Dreadnought in a minute. These guys are still chilling, having a party. And then over here I've got 2 bikes. Let's try and finish off those 2 intercessors. Because, yeah, that's fun. So, yeah. They've got lots of movement and things happening. I'm all over the place. And you're all over your back passage. The less we say about that, the better. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do the Psychic phase. I think you're in deny range. Yeah, easily. Let's try and do Skins of Fate. I need a 7. Don't get a 7. Fine. I would have liked to give the Hellbrute a 4+ invulnerable save. But never mind. And let's do Smite. Oh. Fine. Okay, well, it's a Super Smite. You do get +1 to your denies, don't you? But I think it's only within 12 inches you get +1 to your denies. So I don't think there's any way you can deny that.
No, you get the full range.
Oh, it's like a good thing. Mm-hmm. So if you get a double 6, you can deny that.
Well, it's worth a roll, isn't
It is worth a roll. Yeah.
No.
Oh, nearly. Okay, so it's going to be D3 mortal wounds to myself for 2. Okay, fine. And that'll be D6 on your Dreadnought for 2. Fine. Start on 6 wounds, so he's actually on 4 wounds, and your Dreadnought is now down to just 2. Okay, so if my Hellbrute, with its multi-melter, can't take 2 wounds off a Dreadnought, something's gone horribly wrong. So let's start doing some shooting and things. Let's start with the Hellbrute. So the Hellbrute, he's going to be shooting his nearest target. He's going to be getting +1 hit. He's hitting on 2s with a multi-melter. It's nice, isn't it? I'll still get a 1. But at least I've hit you once. I haven't got any CPs or rerolls, unfortunately. When you're on 3s, it's a really cocked dice. Well done, mate. Right, fine. Terminated Sorcerer's going to shoot him with his combi bolter. Oh dear. You'll be hitting on 2s as well because it's the nearest target. Rapid fires don't explode in the Assault Doctrine. And then I'll be winning on 5s. Oh, 2 3-up saves when you Dreadnought. Could be enough. Could be. No, you're fine. And then I've got 6 bolt gun shots. I don't think that he's the nearest target because there's aggressors and things, but they'll hit on 3s. Like that. And they'll win on 5s. Like that. 1 more 3-up on your Dreadnought. I'm not going to kill him. Why doesn't he just die, this Dreadnought? Oh, he's lost another wound, so he's down at 1. He's very, very poorly now, though, so he will be hitting on 5s. Okay. Right. Terminators can't shoot, they fell back, although they can charge, because they're Alpha Legion. The bike's behind there, they're just going to shoot your intercessors. Let's shoot my Champion's Loyalties Reward Combi Bolter thing. Hit on 2s, because you're the nearest target, and he's within reroll range of Abaddon now, because I've checked. Because last time I got 1s like that. That is 4 mortal wounds on those intercessors. There's 4 wounds left in that unit, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, they're dead. Right. There we go. Not a bad little relic that, actually, for bikes. Might take that again. Okay, so G-Man has 4 wounds left. Let's shoot G-Man with Abaddon? Yeah, let's do that. So his thing gets 4 shots. It's an assault weapon, so it will be exploding 6s. And he gets 4 rerolls. So I've got a 6. So I've got 5 hits with 4 shots. Your toughness 6 or something? I think I'm winning on 5s. But I'm rerolling everything because he told himself to. So it's 3 at something. -1, but you've got armor contempt. So 3 saves on Glimmin, but each one is damage too. He's fine. Okay. Fine. Be like that. Fine. My Dark Apostle advanced, so he can't shoot. Warp Talons have no guns because they're Warp Talons. That's my shooting done. Didn't do much with guns, did I? I mean, the less we say about the Hellbrute, the better, because that was what the hell was that?
No, let's talk about the Hellbrute. That was...
What, of 2 mortal shots hitting on 2s, not able to kill a Dreadnought with 2 wounds left? Yeah, it's brilliant.
Okay.
Right, we'll do some charging now. Hellbrute's going to charge your Redemptor. It's not its charge. Yeah! That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to go in and punch you. You didn't want to shoot you. There we go. Right. That's more like it. Let's charge Abaddon into G-Man. Ooh. In he goes, because he gets +1 to his charge also. I think he can reroll his charges anyway. But either way, he's in. Now the Terminators, you see, okay, they're going to multi-charge. They're going to charge the Aggressors and Tiggy and the Eradicators and the Apothecary. They're going to charge pretty much everything they can get their hands on. I think. Yeah. Multi-charge! Yeah, I'm pretty sure 4's enough to get into pretty much all of those units. Let's check. Warp Talons will charge the Aggressors. They need 9. Nope, that's not going to happen. Okay, so the Hellbrute's gone in there. Terminators have gone in like this. And Abaddon's gone into G-Man. You do have CP to interrupt though, don't you? You have 4 of the finest command points. Abaddon's going to be fine. He can lose 3 wounds a phase. So there's no point with me going with him first, because he is a bad man. This Dreadnought will be hitting me on 5s. I have the Mark of Zinch. He should be fine. So we'll start with the Terminators. Right, here we go, people. I've figured out something. These 2 are going to hit the Aggressors. These 2 are going to hit Tiggy. And these 3 are all going to hit the Apothecary. I'm going to ignore the Eradicators. Because you can fall back and shoot. If I think I kill an Eradicator, you can just bring it back to life anyway. And if I kill the Apothecary, then that's just Shrugs gone. So let's hit the Apothecary first. That makes the most sense. So into the Apothecary, I've got a Power Fist and a Cursed Weapon and a Chain Fist. So let's start with the Accursed Weapon from the Champion. Hitting on 3s, because they're not Black Legion at the moment. But they are rerolling 1s because they are in range of Abaddon. Like that, and 6s are exploding. And I'm winning the Apothecary on 3s because we're at 5. There we go. So that's 4. You got your Soviet Fortress thing off again, didn't you? I think, from memory.
Yes.
So 4 5+ invulnerable saves on your Apothecary. So 2 go through, 2 6-up shrugs, 1 damage each. So he's lost 2 wounds. So he's got 3 left, I believe. And then I've got 3 Power Fist attacks. Rerolling 1s. And winning on 2s. 2 more 5+ invulnerable saves. That's 2 damage, so that's 2 6-up shrugs. So he's lost another 2 wounds, he's got a wound left. Can the Chain Fist finish him off? Oh, 6s explode! 2s. 4 6s. 4 5+ invulnerable saves on the Apothecary with 1 wound. Oh, you saved 3 of them. So are you going to CP there, or are we waiting for shrugs? D3 damage.
That's CP.
Oh. Okay. So D3, and you got 1 wound left, haven't you? So 2 shrugs for 1 wound. Double 6 needed. Oh, the Apothecary just about fell. Right, so that's all your shrugs and picking up nonsense gone. Right, let's get a Power Fist and a Chain Fist into Tiggy. Let's give Tiggy a good fisting, Paul.
Nice.
You'll enjoy that. 3 Power Fist attacks. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of a bat. Winning on 2s. 2. 5+ invulnerable saves for Diggy.
5 ups.
2 5-ups, yeah. -3, becoming -2. 2 damage. So he's down to 2 wounds. 3 chain fist attacks. The more powerful fist. I've only hit you once with that. Winning on 2s. Oh, 5+ invulnerable save. D3 damage. Oh, 3+ needed to kill him. Oh, only 1 damage. He's got a wound left. Tiggy is alive on 1 wound. Oh, okay, right. And then I've got the final 2 chaps hitting your aggressors. So I've got 4 attacks with the accursed weapon, and there's a power fist there as well. And there's a guy on 2 wounds. Let's hit you with the power fist first. Hit on 4s, rerolling 1s. 6s explode. You're going to transhuman them. So I'm winning on 4s then, with power fist. Get 4s anyway. 2 5+ invulnerable saves on your aggressors. So that's 2 damage and 2 damage. So that's 1 dead and 1 on a wound. And then the cursed weapons to finish the aggressors off on 3s. Oh, didn't get any 6s. And 4s. Just a 1 wound. But you've only got 1 wound left. So 5 up or death on that final aggressor.
He's well outside.
Well, yeah, but I was already attacking when... Yes, he's dead. Okay. Yeah. Well, I can still hit the unit. Doesn't matter which order you pick them up. So I've just about finished off the aggressors, which is nice, and killed the apothecary. So that's 2 units killed for blood and guts, which is nice. I've definitely got no prisoners now, which is nice. Would have been nice to kill Tiggy, but fine. So that's the Terminator's done. They will consolidate this away, like that, without bending their spikes. So that's the Terminator's fort. Would you like to interrupt? Do you have any CP left to interrupt? You do. So would you like to interrupt G-Man or your Dreadnought? Or with none of them?
G-Man.
You can go with G-Man.
Yes.
Are you sure? Because you can only take 3 wounds off a Baden anyway.
What, including all wounds?
Yeah. You can only lose 3 wounds a phase, full stop. Whereas if you go with Dreadnought, you could potentially kill my Hellbrute. Yes, you're hitting on 5s.
Really? How many wounds has that got?
Well, my Hellbrute's got 8 wounds, and your fist does D3 plus 3 damage. Each wound that goes through. But he does have the markers each, so the first one I'll ignore. Or maybe you just don't interrupt and you save the CP. I mean, I suppose if you interrupt with Grilliman, you can take 3 wounds off a Baden before G-Man dies. Because G-Man will die.
Yeah, of course you're not going to.
But at least you might stand back up again, and then I've only got 6 wounds on the Baden rather than 9.
Yeah, no.
Do it with G-Man. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, because you're hitting on 5s here, and I've got the markers each, so you probably won't kill me anyway. Probably. Okay, cool. G-Man, hit the Baden. Go for it. Many attacks.
Has he got any minuses or not allowed to re-roll or anything like that rubbish?
No, but he has the mark of Zinch, so first failed save becomes damage 0. He's got the mark of Nurgle, so you can only can't win me on 2s or 4s.
Right.
And he's within range of my 6-up shrug for my Apostle. And he can only lose a maximum of 3 wins anyway. Right. Good luck to you, sir.
Right, so hit on 2s.
You are hit on 2s re-rolling, yes. I can't do anything about that. Cool. So you've hit all the times. Good man in strength. What?
So is strength 8.
Strength 8. My toughness is 6. You are winning me on 3s, so that's fine. So you got... Okay, so it's 5 saves, and there's D3 mortal wounds to come as well. So 4+ invulnerable saves. That becomes damage 0. I've lost my 3 wounds to the phase. Well, actually, no, because what's the damage of your sword?
Damage 3.
So that's 9. Because I've got my shrugs. I could be ridiculous and make a load of shrugs. And then D3 mortal wounds as well. Do you want to roll your D3 for your mortal wounds? So an extra shrug. Right, so I've got this many 6-up shrugs. Yeah, I've lost 3 wounds. Right. Right, so Abaddon's down to 6 wounds, because that's all he could ever go down to, because of rules and things. Hellbrute's going to hit your Redemptor. I hit on 2s from Black Legion and I charged. I still managed to miss one. Okay, wound you on 3s, like that. It's -3 or something? It's 3 5-ups, I think. -3, Hellbrute first? Yes, it becomes -2s. Yeah, 3 5-ups. And each one's 3 damage. Yes, it did, Dreadnought. Does he blow up? No. Cool. Luckily. Right. So I've killed that Dreadnought, which was being a nuisance. And I will consolidate 3 inches with my Dreadnought. My Hellbrute. That. Right, going with a Baden now into G-Man. I've rolled my D3 extra attacks. I got a 1. So I've got this many attacks. I'm hitting on 2s. I'm rerolling everything. I've hit every time. How many wounds have you got?
4.
Yeah, I can't be asked to reroll all of them and fish 6s. I'll just take them. They've all hit. I'll wound you from 3s. And now I'll fish for 6s here because I can reroll all the wound rolls and 6s do D3 more wounds in addition. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely dead. He's only got, what, 4 wounds left?
4 wounds,
yeah, and he's taken 4 D3 mortal wounds plus 7 saves. So he's knock him over because he might get back up again. But he's definitely been knocked down. Can he get back up again? I'm never going to keep him down. Right, and then you can hit me back with Tiggy and the Eradicators now, can't you? What would you like to start with?
Tigurius.
Tiggy the Tigurius man. So I've got Blood and Guts and no prisoners and Battlefield Supremacy this turn. So I've killed 3 units in combat now. Definitely killed 30 wounds. I'm definitely going to get Battlefield Supremacy. Yay! Points for the Black Legion. We'll work them out in a minute. So what's Tiggy got then? 4 or 5 attacks? Because you're getting shock as well.
Yeah, so 5 attacks.
Okay, cool.
And on 3s.
3s, yeah. Well, Goodman's on the floor at the moment. So you're not getting any rerolls.
Well, no, because surely it's the same as like what you said about before, where you can...
So when I was hitting the aggressors, I picked the unit of Terminators, and then the Terminators all do their unit of attacks all at the same time. No, when you come round to hit with Tigurian, he's then off the board.
I know, I meant like, you know what, when you were shooting my aggressors and they had still had the 5-up stroke despite the fact that the Apothecary had already been taken off, and you said, well, they're essentially all attacking at the same time, so surely...
Oh, the aggressors weren't getting the shrug.
Yes, they did.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So they were getting 5-ups from the Psychic Fortress, the Invulnerable save. That's what the 5-up was.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're hitting on 3s. No rerolls because Gwyneth on the floor. He can't shout at him. He's on the floor going, "Ow! Help!" But he's hit 3 times. And he would be strength 7, so I'm assuming it's +3 strength for staff.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Strength 7, so he would win on 3s, but he's winning on 4s because I -1 a wound. So my Black Rune of Damnation. Try that one again. So 2 wounds. AP?
-3.
His staff is -3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, -3.
Wow, that's a really good staff. So 4 up. Oh, they both go through. Damage?
D3.
Okay, so first one. For 1, and the next one is 1. Oh. Any of them wounded? Oh, so you've killed him. And you put another one down to 2. I thought he was going to do a lot of damage then for a minute, and they ended up doing not so much damage.
No.
Okay, cool. And then you got your Eradicators punching me back. I'm assuming they'll have 3 attacks each.
Yeah.
Does the Sergeant get extra attack in Eradicators
yeah.
as well? So 3, 3, and 4. Don't think that'll do much, but let's find out. Are you in the Assault Doctrine or Tactical Doctrine? I suppose.
Still tactical doctrine.
Yeah, I suppose AP 1 fist won't make any difference anyway, because armor content.
No, exactly.
Yeah. It's a rule that should never exist, in my opinion. I think if Space Marines die too easily, they should just drop the points, to be honest.
They shouldn't.
AP should always do something, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
If armor contempt shouldn't be a rule.
But then
if Space Marines aren't good enough, just drop the points.
You could say the same thing about weapons that can ignore invulnerable saves. Invulnerable saves should mean something as well.
Well, yes. I mean, yes. Anyway, you're wounding on 5s probably, because you spent 4, aren't you? Yeah. On a -1 a wound. So you wounded me once. And I get a talk save. And I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, I got the marker Zinch on them, haven't I? So I would have ignored my first failed save. So he actually isn't wounded. What about that?
Is that all of it?
Yeah. Because I failed 2 saves from Tiggy, so I would have ignored one of them, and then he just killed the guy that had a wound left. Okay, so that's the phase done. Does he get up on a 3-up or something? Is it 3-up or 4? I can't remember.
4.
I thought it was a 3.
He doesn't normally die, so...
He doesn't... Well, he's met a battered today.
On a 4.
It is a 4-up. Okay, well, best of luck to him. He's thought better of it. He's ran off. Poor G-Man. Poor G-Man. Right, Ultramarines turn 3. And yes, I said turn 3 was going to be the make or break turn. And it's probably going to end up that way, unfortunately. So at the end of my turn, I did score 15 secondary points because I did Battlefield Supremacy and Blood and Guts and no prisoners. And then I got an extra 3 primary because I killed at least 3 units this battle round. So I did quite well. And the Ultramarine secondaries all game, I think everyone can agree, have been terrible. And your secondaries this turn are continuing to be terrible. Because you've got Battlefield Supremacy. Yeah, that's achievable.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Capture enemy outpost. Yeah, that's achievable. And what's the other one?
No retreat, no surrender.
No retreat, no surrender, which is normally quite a good one. But in a turn where you want to fall back and shoot things in the face, it's not really much good.
No.
So, yeah. But you did get 3 points for having your home objective, so well done. And if you kill some things, you might get some more points. Yeah, I mean, your primary's alright, you just haven't been scoring any secondary at all this game so far. So, I mean, I think it's almost a foregone conclusion. But let's see if you can wipe out a bunch of Terminators with Eradicators, because that's fun. Command phase, you did your litanies, you got your +1 to wound on your Eradicators when they shoot the nearest target.
Yep.
Terminators. And you got your +1 to wound in combat thing on Tiggy.
Yep.
If I decide to charge him at some point and he hits me back.
Well, I can charge him.
Well, yeah, because you can. There's a strat in there where you can fall back and re-engage him. So you could charge him with Tiggy, you're right. But you can't cast Psychic Powers because he fell back. And essentially all you've done is move things around and shoot stuff. Because that's what Ultramarines do.
Yes.
So, yeah. I don't think you're going to score many points this time, but you could potentially kill a lot of Terminators and... I mean, I haven't got that many assets left. They're sort of scattered about. But, well, we shall see.
Let's see what we can do.
What would you like to start in your shooting phase?
My Eradicators into the Terminators.
Yeah, you sure you want to shoot the Terminators?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Right, okay.
Why?
No, you definitely should be. Did you want to do any strats? How many CP have you
got? 1.
Oh, okay. So you probably want to save that for Tiggy then, do you?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking you could maybe do Sons of Grinneman or something. But it's up to you. Because would that be just reroll hit rolls of 1 for them? Or would it be reroll all hits? Let's have a look. No, don't want to do it because you'll just be rerolling hit rolls of 1. Okay, so 6 metal shots hitting the Terminators on freeze. You can get loads of 1s now. You're getting +1 a wound. I'm -1 a wound. So you're back to winning me on 2s. Which is nice.
Always fun.
4. Lovely. Okay. 4, 5+ invulnerable saves, because I didn't get my Schemes of Fate off last turn to give them a 4+ invulnerable save. So it's a 5-up. The first fail I ignore, because I've got the markers each. And then that's D6 +4, D6 +4, D6 +4. You've killed 3 Terminators.
Yay.
Nice. You've killed things with things. Yes. Let's keep the free melter, guys. Because melters were fun, weren't they, Paul? When you charged me last time.
No.
Okay, so you killed 3 Terminators. Nice. Okay. Things are looking a bit more optimistic now. Where are we going now?
My Incessors, I'm going to shoot into them.
You're going to shoot the bolters. Nice. And you're still in tactical, aren't you? So you're going to be -2 AP. Which will be down to -1, but it's fine. 3-up saves rather than 2-up saves. And that's not bad shooting. Winning on 5s though, because Mark's on a wound. 3? 3. 3 3-ups. I've lost another wound. Okay. Chipping away. Tigarius can fall back and shoot as well. He's an Ultramarine. He's got a bolt pistol. Well, you may as well do. Oh, he's hit. That hasn't wounded though. Okay.
Right. These. See what they do first. This one will shoot into that one.
Is that the one that's hitting on twos? Yeah.
Twos.
Cool. Into the Terminators. 8 shots. It's 8 shots per gun, isn't it, or something?
Yeah. No. Yes, it is. Yes, it's 16 shots.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Shooting Terminators, hitting on 3s. 2s, because Tech Marine.
2s.
And there's some 1s.
That's
one. And then you're winning on 4s, because my -1 a wound thing. Because you'd normally be winning on 3s.
6s.
And then looking for 6s, really, though.
Just 1.
Oh, no. Oh, dear, not many wounds.
What are they wounds on?
4s. Yeah. So there's not a massive amount of wounds either, to be fair. Oh, dear. So it's 4 2-up saves and a mortal wound. Yeah, you did a wound. Yeah. Will Volkite number 2 fare any better? What's he shooting at? Is he going to shoot at them or the bikes?
No. I was going to see how he fared against them, but yeah, I'll put the rest into those Terminators.
They need to go. They're being annoying because they're not dying.
Yes.
That trans hit thing and turning off rerolls was pretty
horrible.
annoying. Because
Oh.
Ultramarines love their rerolls. As soon as you turn that off, you're like, oh, great. Yeah.
Horrible.
It's a nice little prayer, that one. Doesn't do much against 10 on guard because they normally hit on 4s anyway, but yeah. Okay. So hitting on 3s. Quite a lot of misses as well. Is this new model syndrome coming out with these two? I think it is. Next game they're going to do like mortal wounds galore, aren't they?
Yeah. The next time I play will be against Andy. So yeah, let's hope they do it.
Nice. What you want is you want 3 of them together, and you put Tech Marine, make one of them hit on 2s, and then you have like Wisdom of the Ancients on one of them, so they're all rolling like wound rolls of 1, because then you're rerolling more wound rolls to look for their 6s. That's what you want. Anyway. So you're winning on 4s, but looking for 6s for mortal wounds. That's better than the other one. Because you got 5 saves through and a mortal wound. Okay. So 2 ups and the mortal wound. So you've essentially killed a Terminator between 2 Volkites. Okay. I've got 2 Terminators left. They're sort of... you can deal with them now. Yeah? How much problem could 2 Terminators cause? You got a Tech Marine, he's got a gun. And you got some Intercessors, they've got guns.
Yeah, Intercessors shooting into you.
Trying to finish off the bikes, because what have I got around there? I can't even see what I've got around here. I've got 1 bike on 1 wound and the champion with his relic mortal wound dealing combi bolter, which is probably doing just as many mortal wounds this game as both the Contempt Dreadnoughts put together.
They've done more.
Oh dear. Right. 10 shots into the bikes. Hitting on 3s. Oh dear. Winning on 5s. Oh, wow. 4 plus save. Markers each, I'll ignore that. It's the first one they've lost this turn. Tech Marine?
Yep.
What's he going to shoot at?
Forward bowler.
Does he want to finish off that bike, or does he want to start with a Terminator?
Yeah, shooting to that last one.
Okay. He's hit every time. It's a good start. It's a good start. Toughness 5. So it's 4 to wound.
As well.
Yeah. 1 wound. I'm probably fine.
Yeah.
Well, when you killed a couple of Terminators, I thought that was going to go. Oh no, you killed quite a few actually. You killed what, 3 or 4, didn't you, in total? Because your Eradicators killed a few. Charge phase?
Yeah, to try to take it in just to see what happens.
Spend a CP on Tiggy to re-engage. He's definitely in. He's going to the Terminators. And he's got +1 to wound as well, which is interesting. So I think he has 5 attacks, I think. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, hit on 3s. And he's missed twice. And you're +1 to wound, I'm -1 to wound, so you're still winning on 3s. Because he's 7 innings, I think. With his staff.
Yeah, strength 7.
Yeah, so would be 3s, and it is 3s because -1 +1. Cool.
Wow.
Oh, triple 1. Oh dear.
Oh, that's a sign.
And he's only got one wound left. I think I'll hit him back.
I think that's, yeah.
My Terminator champion will hit you that many times. That's really weird cocked dice. That's missed, but I've got 2 6s. Thank you very much. And I win your freeze. 6 5-up saves. Or death. Your shooting phase started so well with the Eradicators as well. Yeah, he's dead. And then the Volkite started shooting, and then all optimism just sank from you completely.
Yeah.
Like, they're not doing anything. They're supposed to be good. All the competitive players use them. Yeah. First model syndrome, I'll put that down to. I'll consolidate, but I won't go into your Eradicators because I want to get the +1 hit when I charge you. Yeah, I mean, you don't score any secondary objectives. You've scored no extra primary points because you haven't killed anything. Yeah. Okay, so here we are at the end of Battle Round 3. Yes, it is only Battle Round 3. This has been an absolute bloodbath in the middle of the board here. We knew it was going to be, and it was. I've just had a quick look at the scores. Ultramarines have got 10 points. Because you haven't scored any secondaries because the cards have been less than kind to you. Let's put it that way.
Were they tainted with a mark of chaos as well?
Well, they're red. Maybe Corn wants it.
Yeah,
And I'm on 43 points. And I'm going next. It's my turn next. So essentially what would happen is Abaddon the Apostle and my bike with the Mortal Wounds of Bolter of Doom will probably kill both your Dreadnoughts between all of them. These 2 Terminators will probably have a go at your Eradicators, as will the Psyker and other things, Hellbrute. And then you'd probably just have some Intercessors left. And a Chapman, possibly a Tetmarine.
Yeah.
So you're sort of thinking, it's getting late. I'm miles behind on the points and I won't have an army left. So I think you're going to concede gracefully while you still have an army.
Tactically withdraw to rethink my plans.
Tactically withdraw. Yeah, you're going to drag Guilliman off the floor away from Abaddon and run off.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, that Terminator blob with the turning off rerolls and only hitting on 4s it's really brutal, especially when them put a 4+ invulnerable save on them and ignoring the first damage they take each turn. That's really annoying.
Yeah.
I still think making them Slash and giving them a 5-up shrug is better than a 4+ invulnerable save, although I don't know. But yeah, but it also means I've got the option to give them a 6-up shrug if I'm Zinch as well. So it's interesting. Yeah, interesting. I do like that Relic Bolter on a bike. Doing mortal wounds with that.
That's really good.
Because it would be really good on a Terminator, but the Terminator's a bet with a -1 to wound relic. But having a biker run around just do 4 mortal wounds or whatever's the nearest target, it's just annoying.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it only killed Intercessors, but if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have killed the Intercessors. So
yeah, I mean, if you did it, if you rolled better that on that first attack against them.
Oh god, hitting on 2s and I got a couple of 1s as well. Brilliant.
Probably been wiped, and he would have been here out after these
and annoying your Dreadnoughts. Yeah. You did very well at killing the Obliterators, though. I'll give you that. And you did almost finish off the Terminators, although it probably took you a lot longer than you thought. Mainly because the Blade Guard got shot to bits on the charge.
Yes.
Which I imagine you weren't very happy about.
Not in the slightest.
I wasn't expecting to chew through 4 Blade Guard with Overwatch, to be honest. But those melters hitting on 6s with the rerolls from Abaddon and the 6s exploding worked quite nicely. Yeah. This Terminator unit I've got seems to like killing things on Overwatch. But yeah, and the Warp Talons did nothing all game because you screened them out really nicely, which was again a very good tactical move. But again, like the cards just weren't very good for you today. So yeah, maybe next time I'll have really crappy cards and you'll get lots of really easy ones and it'll be a complete opposite story. But today, Abaddon is victorious. And it's a win for the Black Legion. But thanks for playing, Paul. I'm sorry about the cards being terrible, but I did shuffle them. Maybe I should shuffle them better. Next time you can shuffle them.
I'm getting used to this losing thing. That's all right.
I thought you had a good list there. Eradicators, Aggressors, Blade Guard, 2 Volkite Contemptors. They're supposed to be good, right? Guilliman's quite good now because he's cheaper.
Yeah.
Tiggy's good. Apothecaries are good if you've got infantry.
It's an alright list. That is just that.
It's good for an
That's
Ultramarine list, but I think it just goes to show how far behind Space Marines are. To be honest, even against Chaos Marines.
Yeah.
I brought some really good relics and a Baden, but other than that, it wasn't an overly mean list. I don't think. I don't know. I just bought some troops and a Rhino and some Warp Towns and a Dreadnought and a Brook of Terminators with -1 to wound and yeah, okay. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.